Did you catch what went down in the final quarter between the Fever and Dallas Wings? If not, you missed an absolute stunner.
They work when you're not seeing them.
Clark from way downtown carries it.
With the Fever trailing by a seemingly impossible lead, all eyes turn to Caitlin Clark. Calm, collected, and dangerous, she steps up to the three-point line. Swish. Back-to-back threes that send shockwaves through the arena. The crowd, electrified. Her teammates, fueled. But that was just the beginning. Enter Kelsey Mitchell.
Clark comes down. There's one of those long passes. Oh, little French pastry from Kelsey Mitchell.
With ice in her veins, she drains a clutch three-pointer that shakes the Wings to their core. Suddenly, the Fever are roaring back. Momentum on their side, the impossible looking possible. This wasn't just any comeback. It was a testament to the Fever's resilience and hunger for victory. But here's the big question. Can they build on this? Can they turn this epic moment into a streak that defines their season? Stay with us as we break down what this win means for the Fever moving forward. History was made. Caitlin Clark delivered a performance that will go down as one of the all-time greats. With 24 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds, Clark secured her second career triple-double, something few players in WNBA history have achieved. And those 5 three-pointers, they didn't just electrify the crowd, they changed the game entirely. But Clark wasn't alone in this unforgettable comeback. Kelsey Mitchell brought her A-game, dropping 18 points, grabbing 6 rebounds, and matching Clark with 5 dagger-like three-pointers. Together, they didn't just spark a comeback, they became a force of nature. Fans are already calling them the new Splash Sisters, and the Fever's offense has never looked more dangerous. Their synergy is undeniable. When Clark and Mitchell are on the floor, defenses can't keep up. Their deep shooting stretches the court in a way that's been compared to legendary duos. So, the question remains, can they ride this momentum all the way to the playoffs? Will their partnership redefine the Fever season? Stay tuned, because this story is just getting started. Think the Fever's thrilling comeback against the Wings was their best performance? Think again. This team is just getting started. After taking down Angel Reese's Chicago Sky, they're proving they can hang with the WNBA's elite. Once seen as underdogs, the Fever have silenced the critics. No one can deny their rise, led by the unstoppable duo of Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, along with the strategic genius of Coach Christy Sides. Their record since June 1st, a blistering 17-8, and don't forget their complete domination of the Phoenix Mercury, sweeping the season series, something even top teams struggle to achieve.
Here is Clark off the screen, launches, and drops a triple.
The Fever aren't just hungry, they're on fire. And with the playoffs fast approaching, this team could pull off one of the biggest surprises in WNBA history. The city of Indianapolis is rallying behind them, and the momentum is building. Can they carry this energy into the playoffs and make a deep run? It's no longer a question of if, but how far. At the heart of it all, rookie sensation Caitlin Clark. She's playing beyond her years, averaging 17.1 points, 8.2 assists, and 5.8 rebounds per game. But it's her court vision that sets her apart. Clark reads the game like few players can. Defenses are being stretched to their limits, forced to guard her from 30 feet out, opening up the floor for her teammates to thrive. Her impact isn't just on the stat sheet. Clark is redefining how teams approach the Fever. She's a game changer in every sense of the word. And with her at the helm, the Fever's potential seems limitless. The real question is, can anyone stop them? Every game, Caitlin Clark is proving she's more than just a scorer. She's a leader in every sense of the word. Her 8+ assists per game aren't just numbers on a stat sheet. They're game changers, threading through defenses like a magician with a ball, finding openings where none seem to exist. And this is just her rookie season. Can you believe it? She's already breaking records, like the most assists in a single game. But the real magic lies in her ability to elevate everyone around her. When Clark is on the floor, her teammates play harder, faster, and smarter. She doesn't just inspire, she ignites the team. Her energy is contagious, and it's this leadership that has turned the Fever into a playoff contender. But let's not forget about Kelsey Mitchell. This duo is electrifying. Mitchell, with her aggressive style and killer instinct, is the definition of a clutch player. Averaging 16.6 points per game, she's a nightmare for defenders.
Here's Mitchell, behind the defense.
What sets her apart? She doesn't just rely on setups. Mitchell creates her own shots out of thin air. step-back jumpers, drives to the hoop. She's got it all. And when the game is on the line, she's at her best. Together, Clark and Mitchell are redefining what it means to be a dynamic duo in the WNBA. Their chemistry is undeniable, and it's that connection that has the Fever riding high. This isn't just a team on the rise, it's a movement. And the best part? We're only seeing the beginning of what these two can do. What do you think? Could this be the duo that carries the Fever deep into the playoffs? One thing's for sure, no defense in the league can afford to sleep on them. Mitchell and Clark, a duo built for greatness. Caitlin Clark's dazzling court vision and pinpoint playmaking create endless opportunities, while Kelsey Mitchell's relentless drives and perimeter shooting make her a nightmare for defenders. They complement each other perfectly, blending finesse with fire, keeping every opponent on edge. Together, they're redefining what it means to be an unstoppable force in the WNBA. And this dynamic duo isn't just making noise, the Indiana Fever are on fire. These back-to-back road wins against powerhouses like the Dallas Wings and Chicago Sky are sending shockwaves through the league. What's even more impressive? This isn't luck, this is hard-earned success. The Fever's journey has been nothing short of inspirational. Remember, this team started the season at a devastating 1-8. Critics wrote them off. Fans were losing hope. But since June 1st, a complete turnaround, 17-8. It's more than just numbers. It's a testament to their grit, determination, and hunger. For the first time since 2016, they've clinched a playoff spot, and they're hungry for more. At the heart of this transformation is Coach Kelsey Sides. Under her leadership, the Fever have found their rhythm, with players stepping into their roles like never before. She's created a system that maximizes everyone's strengths, blending experience with young talent. Her impact is undeniable, turning a struggling team into a playoff contender in just one season. But this is just the beginning. The Fever are no longer underdogs, they're contenders, and they're making sure the whole league knows it. So, what's next for this hungry team? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, they're not backing down. Coach Kelsey Sides has truly transformed the Indiana Fever, turning them into a disciplined, cohesive unit.
Building confidence in each other, building confidence on the defensive end. I think just some things that are happening that are, when we weren't successful at certain things we were trying early, and now we're finding some success in those things.
Her attention to detail and focus on defensive tenacity have made all the difference, creating a team that thrives on teamwork and hustle. Players like Lexi Hull have flourished under her system, contributing key plays that weren't as visible before. It's clear that Sides' leadership is paying off, and as the Fever continue to grow, they're becoming a force to be reckoned with. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, meanwhile, are the heartbeat of this resurgence. Their ability to perform under pressure has been crucial to the team's success. Clark's court vision and league-leading assists, paired with Mitchell's clutch scoring, have made them one of the most dangerous duos in the WNBA. Both players rise to the occasion in critical moments, making sure the Fever can hold their own against the best teams. With the Fever's playoff hopes hanging in the balance, the timing couldn't be better for them to make a final push. 5 of their last 7 games being at home offers them the perfect platform to secure their position and carry this momentum into the postseason. It's an exciting time for the Fever and their fans. Can they continue this incredible run and make waves in the playoffs? Let us know what you think in the comments. Teams aren't just preparing for the Fever, they're preparing for the Caitlin and Kelsey show. Their ability to dominate with clutch shooting and dynamic playmaking has changed how teams approach the game. With the Fever leading the league in attendance both home and away, and featuring in the year's 13 highest-rated broadcasts, the Fever's star power is shining brighter than ever. Imagine a playoff matchup with Caitlin Clark facing off against WNBA titans like Angel Reese or Brianna Stewart. The stakes would be through the roof, with millions tuning in. As we close this chapter on the Fever's unstoppable season, we want to know, are we witnessing the rise of the next great WNBA dynasty? Could Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell lead this team to its first ever championship? We're turning it over to you. Drop your comments and predictions below. Do the Fever have what it takes to make history this season? How far will their momentum take them in the playoffs? And before you go, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon to follow the Fever's playoff journey. We've got all the updates, behind-the-scenes moments, and thrilling highlights you won't want to miss. Your support means everything to us. Stay tuned for more WNBA excitement.